Château Léoville Barton. So this is a second growth, so deuxième grand cru classé, so just underneath the top first growth, which are Mouton Rothschild, Lafite Rothschild, Château Margaux, and Aubryon in the Médoc. So second growth, so we're talking some of the best, most reputable wines in Bordeaux for the past 200 years or so, and we are with vintage 2012, which is described as a classic vintage, so an excellent vintage, but that was not recognized like some of the others are, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2015, 2005, 2003 sometimes, or vintage 2000. Those are the great vintages of the Bordeaux area. 2012 is kind of in between, but really quite good actually, but it's a bit overlooked. It's a bit always like this in Bordeaux. It's either considered really bad or really good, and when it's in the middle, people don't talk about those wines, and but you can generally find relatively affordable gems in those vintages that no one talk about, and 2012 is a typical example of this underrated, I mean they're not underrated, but not really looked at vintages that are not going into the books of history. So let's see how Château Léoville Lascaz performed on that vintage. Wow, so much more of an introvert wine. It's a younger wine as well, so it will take time to open up, and also the terroir here is a bit more clayey, the expression is a bit more restrained, the density of tannins we expect is going to be bigger, so a wine that will take more time, it's more built to age, so a bit more introvert on the nose. You are still getting, and it's very pure, some cassis, sharp, precise cassis expression typical of the Cabernet Sauvignon, especially in Médoc when it's well made. So there's a precision of fruit there that is shining through the nose that is particularly exciting. Also there was obviously some oak, and there a bit of vanilla, the dark cocoa and the dark coffee. If you swirl the wine, ooh, the spices are coming out. They're coming out really pungently. Some nutmeg and clove, and a bit of a nutty element to it, a bit of hazelnut. So this is a fascinating wine. I mean, I could spend 5 minutes talking to you about what it smells like. But overall, very precise and fine and refined. You can a bit of floral element, a bit of violet, the precise fruitiness to the nose as well. So I mean, there's a lot going on. This is very exciting. Can't wait to it again. Let's do that. Wow. So this is certainly a classic Bordeaux wine, classic vintage. As I was saying, it's got the generosity of the fruit, but it's all kind of hidden because of the tannic concentration that it's got. I think this wine is just waiting for 10 years, you know, it just wants to say something, but it's still a bit shy because it's young. It's got so much to say, so much potential. The tannins are soft, they are dense, but it's keeping everything, or a lot of it, for itself. So this is not a wine that is quite ready to drink now, but its quality is certainly high up there. This is a 93, perhaps a 90, well, yeah, 93 out of 100 points. I mean, we are getting into the very serious wines. It's not the outstanding density that you would get from 95 plus wines, but it's certainly very dense and complex and long. A lot of influence from the oak. This is dry, this is ashy, savory, great acidity, very complex blend, very balanced. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a beautiful wine. I mean, I would love to have a case of this in my cellar and open a bottle every 3 years. I would wait another 5 years before really starting to enjoy it. But from there, you can count on 15 years of aging and 15 years of enjoyment. This retails around $100 in the US, so we're talking about 80 euros in Europe and 70 pounds, let's say, in the UK. So, you know, it's some money for a wine, but actually for the quality of this wine and the age-worthiness, the complexity, the enjoyment that this is going to give, it is actually a very, very good buy.